Starscream is disillusioned by his leader Megatron. It took a while for Starscream to come to grips with Megatron's faults, but there's no turning back now. Megatron doesn't respect him, doesn't appreciate him, and would casually toss Starscream's life if it meant that Megatron got something he wanted. If following Megatron is the school of hard knocks, then Starscream is the valedictorian, but not without a few scars. Starscream may have been once compassionate, he may have known once what true friendship is, but all that has been replaced, scab for scab, with the lessons of Megatron's abuse. Unwittingly and unfortunately, Megatron may have created a monster even he cannot ultimately control. Hello everyone, my name is Omega the Real, or Omega if you want to keep it short and simple, and today we're looking at the Transformers Legacy Voyager class Armada universe Starscream. Now, starting off with detail and paint on Starscream, wow, they did a pretty fantastic job, I'll tell you what. Starscream here is from the Armada version, like I was just saying in the intro, so he looks a lot different than his G1 counterpart. And man, they got this basically spot on. Looking at the animation model and Starscream side to side, it looks like he hopped off the screen. It just looks great. Honestly, there are a few things here that I'm going to complain about later, but his design and paint is just fantastic. There's nothing here I can complain about. And if I did complain, I'd be a little spoiled, bratty cretin. Yeah, anyways. Articulation, on the other hand, is a little weird. His shoulders are kind of pinned in at a weird angle, so getting the arms to move in a way that doesn't look unorganic is kind of difficult, but if you're able to do that, then it's fine. And here's the part where I start to complain. The thighs are loose. They come off way too easily, and overall, it's just annoying that, so you're just trying to play with it, and then over time, they slide off. It's a little infuriating, I'm gonna be honest. But overall, he's got decent articulation, and for a Voyager class, he can move pretty well. Getting some of these pictures in here, and man, he can move them legs, boy. Weapons is weird. It's a weird one for sure. The first one he gets is his wing sword, which isn't the wing in this case. It's just a little part that looks like the wing. I know there's tons and tons of people that complain about this, that, oh, it's not show accurate. Oh, it doesn't actually come off the wing. And they absolutely could have engineered a way to make that actually happen. I mean, there's a third-party deluxe class side of the one coming out, and they did that. So why couldn't they? I don't know. Overall, this sword is fine. It's not painted like in the prototype, which kind of sucks, but overall, I couldn't complain anymore. It's a sword, it works like a sword, and with the transformation being cheated a little bit, you can actually get him to wield the sword normally. So, that's fine. His second accessory is the Star Saber, and I'm going to complain a little more here, I'm sorry. I know I said I love the design, but honestly, there are some nitpicks I'm going to say, and the Star Saber just feels too wimpy. It doesn't feel good, it feels too small, honestly. Even though it is in scale with the characters, it doesn't feel like an actual cool artifact. It just feels like another sword that's colored blue. And you can put it on his hand, you can make him wield it, or you can give it to Hotshot instead, or anyone else that's coming out in the future. Just can't wait for Armada Prime. So overall, it's fine. The Star Saber's okay. Honestly, it should have gone with Hotshot, but I have people complaining to me that it would not have worked in the budget, but I'm not going to fight with Twitter. Twitter's scary. Overall, his weapons are not bad. He has one last, technically not an accessory, but a gimmick, and his cannons come out from the shoulders and they pull up, and it's okay. It's kind of cool. I mean, there's no like gimmick with the Minicon, so you can't like snap it on or have it like click in, so it's okay. I mean, it's a cool homage, but man, it could have been a lot better. Size, on the other hand, is pretty well. He's a little good for the Voyager class. Nothing to complain about here. I will say that I cannot wait to see more Armada characters. I absolutely cannot wait. And that's all my thoughts for the robot mode. Let's move on to his vehicle mode. Transformation is pretty well. There's a few parts that I do struggle on. It's mainly the legs having to shrink up and have to click in and having the fillers come in and out, but overall, it's fine, and I shouldn't be complaining as much because this is honestly a pretty cool toy. And once we're in the vehicle mode, it's a little ugly. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But this is what this vehicle mode honestly looked like. It was just an ugly looking jet. There was nothing that crazy about it. So the fact that we're getting this at all is, don't reap what you sowed. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And you can even put it on a stand as well, and you get some pretty cool poses with it. But like I said, it's just a jet, and the weapon storage for it isn't the best. You can kind of hide it in some spots, but don't look under the jet or else it's going to look pretty ugly. My finishing thought with this figure is that there's honestly so many places for improvement that could be added. Small things like mini-com ports and tighter tolerances in the joints. But overall, beggars can't be choosers, and the fact that we are even getting Armada toys now is incredible. I'm kind of excited for the rest of the figures coming out of Legacy, meaning Cybertron and or Armada, Energon. If we're going to continue to get these, I'm pretty excited. Hotshot being bad kind of worries me, but honestly, doesn't worry me that bad. Overall, Starscream is pretty decent. If you find him in stores at this point, he is slowly trickling out. They're getting wave 1 of evolution out, so if you can even find him at this point, I'd still nab him. He's pretty good, and he's really faithful to his on-screen design. So, if you find him, get him. Overall, that's it for today. My name is Omega, and I will talk to you all later.